From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 Podcast for Thursday, April 25th. We begin with an update to a story we brought you earlier this week. The Superintendent of Indianapolis Public Schools says the district will extensively review its policies. This follows the release of a disturbing video of a fight between students that one parent alleges was encouraged by an instructor. IPS is now facing a lawsuit from that parent. It happened last fall at George Washington Carver Montessori School 87. In the video, which you can find on wishtv.com, you can see a 7-year-old boy with special needs being beaten up by another child. Superintendent Alicia Johnson says IPS will bring in an outside partner to interview students and staff about this incident.
We will further clarify our guidance for all staff, teachers, and administrators regarding follow-up communication of incidents in schools, which is a place where we fell short in this instance and have regrettably caused some families to question their trust in us.
Johnson says IPS has established a task force to look into student safety across the district. We have another update to tell you about, this one for a breaking news story we told you about yesterday morning. IT Maid has discovered the man accused of setting a city bus on fire has a criminal history. That fire happened yesterday at 38th and Meridian during the busy morning commute. IFD estimates damage to be around $2 million. IMPD arrested 45-year-old DeMarcus McLeod for 3 preliminary counts of arson. IT Maid found that McLeod had 8 separate sentences in the Indiana Department of Corrections. And now to a story making national headlines. The Federal Trade Commission now faces at least 2 new lawsuits over its new ban on non-compete agreements. The Wall Street Journal reports that the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and a tax firm filed the suits in federal court in Texas. The FTC says most non-compete contracts restrict competition, causing lower pay and stifling innovation. Those opposing the change say it will damage businesses by exposing trade secrets and lead to spiraling labor cost.
This is a really sweeping rule that removes one of the most familiar tools employers have had to protect their business interests.
For the first time in 30 years, an IndyCar race winner has been disqualified. Reigning Indy 500 champion Josef Newgarden was stripped of his victory in last month's IndyCar season opener in St. Petersburg. Other Team Penske drivers were also punished for manipulating what's known as the push-to-pass system. For those who aren't aware, that's a button that drivers can push to give cars a boost of horsepower to make a pass on a track. IndyCar rules say drivers can't use push-to-pass on race restarts. IndyCar says they didn't discover the violation until warm-ups before last weekend's race in Long Beach. Besides Newgarden, Penske driver Scott McLaughlin was also disqualified from his third-place finish in St. Pete, and Will Power was docked 10 series points. Second-place finisher Pato O'Ward was declared the new winner. Let's talk weather now. It's been a chilly morning, but Storm Track 8 says we can expect a sunny and much warmer afternoon. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
We do have that frost advisory until 9 o'clock this morning. This is mainly for the northern counties, Lafayette, Kokomo, Muncie, Richmond, also South Bend and northwestern sections of Indiana. Here's the reason why: some spots starting below freezing. In fact, South Bend, you're at 29 degrees this morning. We're at 33 in Fort Wayne, 34 in Kokomo. In Indianapolis, we popped up to 42. We have seen a very thin layer of cloud cover out there, so that is helping keep us a little bit warm and watching, making sure that those temperatures don't bottom out too much here in Indianapolis. A live look in Speedway, you can see that thin cloud deck right now, 42 degrees, northeast winds at 7 miles per hour. So a little bit of cloud cover out there for the morning hours. I do think it is going to be a dry day today, and we will see some sunshine. We'll see those temperatures climb into the 50s by lunchtime, and then later in the afternoon, I think we'll see those temps in the upper 50s, right around that 60-degree mark. We are still going to be running a little bit below normal for this time of the year. Normal high about 67. We'll be at 60 here in Indianapolis, upper 50s South Bend, Fort Wayne and Muncie, and low and middle 60s across parts of southern Indiana. We'll talk much more about what we can expect for the rest of the week, and including a warmer weekend, all in my full forecast.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Let's end things on a light note. Are you looking for a laugh this weekend? Well, you're in luck. All you need to do is head over to the Black Circle Music Bar. News 8's Colin Bailey reports.
Over 40 different acts will hit the stage throughout the weekend through Sunday. I'm joined by Gwen from Middle Ground. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Can you just share with the viewers a little bit about this weekend and the laughs that you're trying to get some people to kind of just enjoy themselves a bit?
Absolutely. So there's, a lot going on in the world that's sad, and we could all use a little more laughter in our lives. So this is the second year we put on this comedy festival. It runs from tonight, Thursday night, to Sunday night. We'll have shows at Half Liter tonight and Sunday night, and then Friday and Saturday we'll be here at Black Circle.
And how many local acts are there? And just, I know I saw, there's one of the funniest people in Indiana as well going to perform.
Yeah, so one of our headliners, Lucas Waterfill, was the 2021 Funniest Person in Indiana contest winner. And then we have about 4 or 5 other local acts who will be on the show. And then all the show hosts are here from here in Indiana.
I know this is year 2. Talk about, just growing from last year to this year with the impact of making people laugh, especially.
Yeah, so one of my favorite things about last year's festival was looking around and seeing 2 people who maybe wouldn't have a lot in common on paper, but they were both laughing at the same joke. So getting people to talk to their friends about it and say what a great time they had and come out and just really connect with their community is so important to us.
And what about some of the headliners? Talk about those. I know there's a big time headliner tonight.
Yeah, so tonight we've got Al Jackson. He's a Bob and Tom favorite. You can hear him later this morning on Bob and Tom. He's also, you can see him every day on the Daily Blast Live. We've also got, as I said, Lucas. Tom Takar will be here on Saturday night. He's been on all the late night shows. And then Sunday we have Lace Larrabee, who was a season 17 of America's Got Talent semifinalist.
So there's some good action, like Gwen mentioned. It does kick off tonight, runs through the weekend. You can find all the information on our websites and ticket information on there as well. But for now, in Indianapolis, I'm Colin Bailey for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Thursday, April 25th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.